So, hello there to all you miniatures enthusiasts on the interwebs who have found me in the middle of the week on a Thursday, the 5th of August 2021, for a midweek ramble. Probably, as I've mentioned before, the last one of this summer, because next week is back to work week. Real work, that is, not miniature painting work. So, since Monday, I have finished some more stuff, and you're looking at all of it, all 8 minis. In the front, we have, let's pull them out so you can see. We have some Pulp Alley miniatures. These two I've painted kind of cartoony comic book style with bright colors, bright blues and greens. While these two are more muted, sort of realistic military colors. These are an olive green and some gray and some light blue. And then we have the villains, one in an all black catsuit, or rather it's various shades of blue, black and gray black. And then we have the Sinister Mastermind in his purple robes. Now these robes are really difficult to paint because it's the miniature is so flat. It's everything, nothing stands out. He's just standing exactly straight and symmetrical, and there's no way to get light and shade in there, really. Especially because I chose purple, which is a difficult color to highlight and shade in any case. But, you know, hopefully he looks somewhat interesting. So those 6 were the Pulp Alley miniatures. Then we have the Malifaux. We have the alt sculpt of Zoraida here. Not a terribly exciting model, but, you know, we have her stirring her pot. I had a hard time getting... These are some sort of coals or logs underneath the kettle. Rather indistinctly sculpted, didn't really know what to paint them as, so they're sort of a yellow-red thing, like something's glowing down there. And finally, we have the Dreamer and his friendly demon coming out of a portal, sword in hand, and on the back we have this sinister eye that is looking out at you. And yeah, this one was a lot of fun. Very unusual model. And yeah. So that was it for this half week. Let's see if I can get even more done till the coming Monday. Now there's only one project on my painting table right now. It's a relatively large one. It's 10 minis, 10 figures. It's that Legends of the Sand box set from Reaper. 10 metal minis, slightly older sculpts. And as you can see, I have based them, primed them, and put down some sloppy undercoats and some black lining just to rough out the shapes of it. And well, next step is to start actual painting of base coats and layering and that sort of thing. And it's hopefully not going to present any problems. They look like relatively easy figures to paint. So yeah, that is the current state of affairs. Let's move on to the numbers and then what's coming next. You know what? I discovered that, as you can tell from these bases, those Darklands minis I sold weren't the only ones. I also had this other box lying around somewhere with some unsorted figures that were not seemingly part of a specific warband. They don't have any packaging to tell me what they are. There were some werewolves in there. So I think they are from that faction that has werewolves. I forget what they're called. And there's a total of 18 minis here. There's 5 werewolves and 13 normal, well, hopefully normal humans. And I'm going to try to sell them, just like I did the previous Darklands minis. I'm going to put them up on the same Facebook group for sale and see if anybody wants them. So hopefully this will in the future also reduce my number of painted minis a little bit. Now another discovery I made while digging through piles of old stuff were these guys. And what are these? Well, they're Games Workshop minis. And these I'm not going to sell. These are going to be my next project to paint, actually. Because what are these? Well, they're lizard folk. So there's 2 plastic kits here. You can tell from the dark plastic. One is the Skink Priest, another is a Saurus Old Blood, and it says Lizardman on them, so you know these are really old kits. They're called something else these days. Is it Seraphon? But these are, from what I can tell, resin kits. These are from the website, and why I got these I don't know. So these old ones have these cast plastic square bases, whereas these resin ones come with separate plastic bases and that are round or oval. Now I have 2 each of these. They have 2 Saurus Eternity Wardens, 2 Skink Priests with feathered cloaks, and 2 Saurus Scar Veterans on cold ones. I'm not sure why. I know why I got these minis, because if you recall the Isle of Dread project, the Lost World project I was doing a while back, I thought I finished all of the minis for that, but these were actually intended for that, because on the Isle of Dread there are lizard people, lizard folk. So I thought I could use some of these GW models for that. But they were not in the same box as all the other stuff for that big project, so that's why I missed them. But now that I found them, I'm going to get around to assembling and painting them. And I'm a little curious how this is going to go with the... Actually, these are kind of mixed. So this kit contains, what I can tell, the rider is a resin cast, while the beast he's riding on, the cold one, is an old plastic kit. So they had some plastic cold ones left over, and they combined them with newly resin cast riders and put them in a blister pack. Odd. But interesting. My experiences with Citadel resin is not good from the past, but we shall see what happens if we can make them work. And yeah, check back on Monday to see if they're assembled and primed, hopefully. But with that, this episode has come to a close. It's time to say goodbye for now. And of course, ask you to give me a thumbs up and comment and subscribe and all that stuff if you haven't done so before. But above all, check back here on Monday, same channel, same Dakian, who is now signing off.